To use any modern technology and technique effectively and properly, we need to gain and apply some essential and helpful skills and abilities. The use of different aspects of artificial intelligence and artificial intelligence powered techniques and technologies and tools, and also large language models and chatbots in different aspects and areas of human life is inevitable. To use AI powered techniques and technologies and also large language models and chatbots effectively, gain the required information and answer based on our question and also requirements, we have to gain some essential skills of prompt engineering or prompting skills and apply the different steps and aspects of prompt engineering skills to use different aspects of AI-powered techniques and tools properly, and also provide helpful information to solve our questions and gain our required information based on our own needs. When we define prompt engineering is designing of inputs to elicit desired outputs from large language models or LLMs, or in other words, prompt engineering is the designing of helpful and clear inputs and giving clear and helpful inputs to large language models and chatbots to gain helpful and clear information and answer from the mentioned large language models and chatbots and AI-powered tools and technologies. And nowadays, as I mentioned earlier, the use of AI and AI-powered tools and technologies in different aspects of human life is inevitable. And for our personal and professional lives and duties and activities, we have to use and apply different aspects and different tools so that powered by artificial intelligence, especially large language models such as ChatGPT, BERT, and some others. If we use the mentioned technologies and modern tools effectively, and also if we can gain helpful information based on helpful and clear prompts, it is required as an essential and helpful skill for ourselves and also for our work and professional duties. That's why prompt engineering skills and prompt engineering is a very important and essential modern skill to enable human beings and individuals to know how to use AI-powered tools and techniques and how to provide inputs to large language models and AI-powered tools and technologies to gain helpful and essential answers and information. Actually, when we gain prompt engineering skills and know how to use different steps of prompt engineering, we use such skills in chatbots, content generation, and other AI tasks, and also the different steps of prompt engineering skills help us know how to provide prompts and inputs to chatbots and large language models, and also how to continue the process of improvement of AI outcomes based on our requirements and produce helpful contents and information to be helpful for ourselves and others. Mostly prompt engineering focuses on specificity and also clarity and helps to optimize model performance and reduce errors. Because when we provide clear and helpful prompts, we help models, large language models and chatbots to process easily our inputs and also provide helpful information as fast as possible. That's why it is essential to gain the important requirements and essential requirements of prompt engineering. Actually, any professional aspect or any area of technique or technology has some key concepts and essential concepts, and also prompt engineering includes some important and essential concepts and keywords, which are persona. Actually, persona is the identity or role the model adopts. It means that when we give input or prompt, when we provide input or prompt to models and chatbots, we have to introduce a persona, a character that help chatbots and models to understand our need and our requirement to provide information based on the help of that character, and also information which we provide about the mentioned character or persona. And also chain of thought. Chain of thought is one of the main and also essential concepts and keywords of key terms of prompt engineering. In chain of thought, we guide the models and chatbots through reasoning. It means that step by step we provide reasons and more information to improve outcomes which provided by chatbots and models. And also clarity. Clarity, one of the most important and essential requirements for providing prompts and essential and helpful prompts. Actually, clarity, ensuring the prompt based on providing the clarity, we ensure that the prompt is clear and specific. Because if we do not provide clear and specific prompt or input, we may gain unclear and useless outputs. That's why it's very important to focus on the requirements of prompting skills and prompt engineering skills, and try to give very clear and specific prompts and inputs to models and chatbots. And also another key term or essential requirement of prompt engineering or another key concept is context. Context is a group of informations and details that help models or chatbots to solve the problem or answer the question easily and properly. Actually, providing sufficient background information, which we call context, enable chatbots and models to provide better and helpful and clear information and answer for our requirements and for our questions. Another requirement is purposefulness. Actually, purposefulness is very important. We have to use our prompts purposefully, and we have to use different AI-powered tools, technologies, and softwares, and also chatbots and large language models purposefully based on our needs, and not to just waste our time or waste energy or some things. We have to use any probable technology and technique purposefully, and also we have to provide prompts purposefully based on our clear purpose and needs. And designing prompts with specific goals in mind, and also sharing with chatbots and large language models provide us helpful and clear information. When we want to understand different steps of prompt engineering, which are required for the helpful application of large language models or chatbots or other AI-powered tools and technologies, we need to know main concepts, main key terms, and main aspects of prompt engineering skills and prompt engineering. The first one, as I mentioned, is persona. When we want to talk about persona, or when we want to use persona in our prompting or during giving inputs to large language models and chatbots, first of all, we have to know what is persona. As I mentioned earlier, persona defines the tone and style of responses, and persona is a particular character which we introduce to the model or chatbot, and ask the chatbot or a large language model to provide information answer based on the characteristics of that persona. Or we introduce a persona based on any personality, any location, anything, any activity, any characteristic. We introduce particular persona to help chatbot and large language model to understand our real needs and provide information based on our needs. Actually, the example of providing persona, asking a model to respond as a friendly assistant, or as a political co-worker, or as a news reporter, or anything which we introduce a persona. It means that we give a specific structure and position about the structure and position of the required information, and it helps models and chatbots to do its duty effectively and easily. And also the persona, or using persona or giving persona, is useful for creating more contextually appropriate responses. It means that when we give persona, it improves the level of clarity of responses, and also helps align model behavior with user expectations. It means that when we share exact and clear persona in our prompts, it helps to connect our needs with the abilities and activities of model or chatbot to do or perform its job based on our requirement. And persona can range from formal to informal depending on needs. It means that we can share or give or introduce formal or informal persona, but we have to introduce the persona based on our need and based on the context of our question and information required by us. And also, chain of thought in prompting is an important skill and requirement. Chain of thought encourages step-by-step reasoning for complex tasks. Actually, when we ask chatbot or model to perform a complex task, and just by giving one prompt or without following chain of thought, it may confuse the model or chatbot, and based on the hallucination, model or chatbot may provide some useless and incorrect information in answer. That's why it is essential to follow reasoning step by step and improve our prompts and give more reasons, examples, and also give clear persona and help the model and also chatbot to provide helpful and effective information in answer. And also the chain of thought, or using chain of thought strategy and skill, enhances model's ability to handle multi-step processes. By following steps of chain of thoughts, we help model or chatbot to handle multi-step processes step by step, and also following the structure and also logical steps of our needs and the information we need and we require. And continuing in applying chain of thought reduces errors by fostering logical progression. Actually, when we follow chain of thoughts, it means that we follow logical processes and follow step by step. And this procedure helps model or chatbot to provide information and answer step by step, and to follow the steps based on our needs and requirements, and provide helpful and clear information and answer. And the chain of thought is useful in problem-solving or decision-making tasks, because problem-solving and decision-making tasks are among challenging and very tough jobs for both human beings and AI-powered tools and models and chatbots. That's why we need to use chain of thought strategy to help models and chatbots to solve problems step by step and gradually. And also, chain of thought helps the model stay focused and coherent throughout the responses. When we provide chain of thought, we give the information step by step and based on the need of the procedure. It helps the model or chatbot to be focused on the special and specific duty and task to provide helpful and clear response. And also, besides giving persona and also following the chain of thought strategy, one of the most important requirements of prompt engineering is clarity in prompts. We have to provide clear prompts to models and chatbots. And clear prompts reduce ambiguity and confusion, as unclear prompts cause ambiguity and confusion even among human beings. And also it causes models and chatbots to be confused. And also unclear and vague prompts often lead to irrelevant responses. When we do not provide a clear prompt, the model or ChatGPT or the chatbot may provide irrelevant answer and information for us. And the clarity helps the model better understand user intentions. When we provide clear and helpful prompt, we help the model or chatbot to understand our intention clearly and provide the required information in answer. And also, direct questions in simple language improve clarity. When we ask direct question and use simple language, simple samples or simple procedures, or ask clear and exact information based on our needs, such procedure helps chatbots and also large language models to provide clear information, and this procedure increases the level of clarity in the procedure of action and reactions between human beings in chatbot or large language model, and also crucial for high quality AI-human interactions. Actually, nowadays, AI-powered technologies, chatbots, and large language models not just enabling human beings to be connected with one another or playing the role of mediator, but chatbots and AI-powered technologies and also the large language models, they interact with human beings actively and interactively. That's why when we use clear information and prompts, enable chatbots and large language models to have clear and effective and helpful interactions with human beings. It increases the level of effectiveness of interactions between human beings or users and chatbots and large language models or AI-powered technologies. Even when we talk with human beings, when we ask direct question without sharing any background information or extra information, we may not be able to receive our answers or required information clearly. That's why when we talk with the chatbots and large language models, actually large language models are created based on human-made information, based on information which provided in natural language, and actually the information changed from human language and natural language to specific codes that is accessible and processable for computers and also artificial intelligence, but actually the main information provided by human beings. And the human beings' linguistic structures and skills and also chain of thoughts and abilities affect actions and reactions of and the abilities of chatbots and large language models. That's why when we ask any question, we have to provide some context and background information to help the model or chatbot to understand the question and provide the required information. Actually, context information or background information helps the model generate relevant and accurate responses. And also, background information enhances understanding of the task. When we provide more background information and share clear context information, we help the model or chatbot to understand our need and intention and to provide the required information and response. And also, the background information or context is necessary for tasks requiring specific knowledge or references. When we ask or when we give inputs or prompts based on particular knowledge or scientific issues, or also based on doing some particular tasks, we need to provide background information or context based on the exact and required knowledge, scientific issue or task to help the model or chatbot perform the task properly and easily. Also, providing background information increases the precision of responses and avoids generating inaccurate content or information. And as I mentioned earlier, we have to use any AI-powered or any technology purposefully based on our needs, because our time and also the energy and facilities that chatbots and models consume all are important and also valuable for us and for also the providers of such services. Based on the mentioned issue, we have to use all models, chatbots, and AI-powered technologies, or all technologies and techniques properly and usefully. That's why when we provide purposeful prompts, we have to be clear in our demands and also define our goals to help models and chatbots to do their tasks based on our needs. And also purposeful prompts avoid unnecessary or irrelevant information, and also direct prompts lead to more targeted responses. When we design our prompts purposefully, it's important for the efficiency of modal interactions, and that's why we have to focus on purposeful application of models and chatbots. Actually, one of the main challenging factors that negatively affect answers and responses of models and chatbots is hallucination. If we do not focus on providing helpful and clear prompts, hallucination is inevitable and may affect answers and information which provided by models and chatbots. That's why we have to focus on the required processes and steps of prompt engineering and prompt engineering skills to decrease and avoid hallucination, because hallucination can affect any kind of information and answer negatively and undermine the quality of information and answers that are provided by models and chatbots. Actually, hallucination refers to the generation of false or fabricated information. When we ask any question from chatbots or models and do not provide helpful prompt, do not provide clear prompt, do not provide helpful persona and background information, actually the model or chatbot will provide some information to have an answer to our question, or provide some text or an image or anything based on our requirement. But when the model or chatbot do not understand our real intent and our question, they may provide some information based on wrong information. Just they will generate some false information. In some cases, human beings, if they do not focus on the real aspects and meanings of such information, they may accept such false information as a real information and correct information and share with others, which is harmful in the formation of wrong information in the minds of other people or misleading other people. That's why it's very important to provide helpful, clear, and purposeful prompts to decrease the level of hallucination. And also, hallucination happens when models produce output not grounded in the prompt or factual data. If we do not provide helpful information, if we do not provide a clear prompt, the model will generate false information which is useless. And actually, hallucination occur in the such situation when we do not pay attention on the providing helpful and clear prompt and information. And also, reducing hallucination requires precise and fact-based prompting. When we provide fact-based prompting with introducing the helpful persona and also focusing on chain of thought strategy and providing helpful and clear background information, such steps prevent from the occurring of hallucination, or at least decrease the level of hallucination and data or information which provided by models and chatbots. And hallucinations can lead to misinformation if unchecked. If we do not check the information provided by chatbots and models, we may directly or indirectly actively or passively share wrong and false information with other people as a real information. In such situation, actually very harmful for human beings and human societies. And techniques to minimize hallucination include interactive refinement, and also refinement based on the assessment of information in answer provided by a large language model or chatbots. Actually, during prompting or providing prompts or inputs, we have the one-shot learning and prompt engineering, and also a few shot. Actually, we have also a zero shot. In zero shot, we just ask something or some question or ask for providing some information without giving any information, which is not that much helpful. But actually, there are two kinds of prompting based on the providing examples, which is one-shot and one-shot prompting or one-shot learning. We provide a single example for task execution. It means that when we ask a model or a chatbot to do a particular task, we give just one example. In such kind of prompting known as one-shot prompting or one-shot learning. Actually, for basic and easy issues, one-shot or one example is enough. But for complex issues and complex tasks, we need to provide more examples and also more information to help and enable models and ChatGPT and models and also chatbots to provide helpful information. And one-shot learning or one-shot based prompting effective for tasks where the model needs minimal guidance. Actually, some information providing some information easy for models to be provided in just one shot or one example should be enough. That's why in such cases we use just one-shot learning or one example to gain our answer or information. It also helps in situations with limited data for training. In some cases, there are not that much data for training or the provided information in large language models in some particular issues. That's why the one-shot or one example is enough to receive an information or answer based on that limited level of information. And also, one-shot learning is common in translation or classification tasks. Actually, when we want to translate a text from one language to another language, we may give one example to the AI-powered translation tool. We may translate one paragraph as an example and share with the AI-powered translation tool to follow the structure and translate the required text or speech. In such cases, just one shot, one example is enough. And also, one-shot learning or one example requires clear and explicit examples to guide the model. Actually, there is no other alternative, just one shot, one example, and we have to focus on the clarity of that example to help the model to understand and provide helpful information. The second type of prompting based on shots or examples is few-shot learning and prompting design. In few-shot learning, we provide more examples for the models and chatbots in our prompts, and few-shot learning provides several examples to guide the model and also increases the accuracy of responses by offering more context. It means that we provide more information to help and enable model and chatbot to perform the task easily and properly. And also a few-shot learning, and also more providing a few examples, beneficial for more complex tasks or specialized domains, and helps the model to learn patterns from a small amount of data. and also encourages better generalization compared to one-shot learning. It means that when we provide more examples, it's very helpful in the procedure of generalization to compare it to one shot, which is limited level of information in our prompt. And one of the most important requirements of prompt engineering skills is reducing ambiguity in our prompts. Actually, ambiguous prompts lead to unpredictable or irrelevant outputs. And also, reducing ambiguity involves clarity, terms, and expectations, and can be done by providing examples or additional instructions. And testing and iteration help identify and resolve ambiguity, phrasing, and also key for ensuring model outputs match user expectations. When we provide clear prompts to models and chatbots and reduce the level of ambiguity, it helps the model and chatbot to provide information and also answers based on the requirements of the user, and also helps the model and chatbot to understand the task and perform the task properly and step by step, based on the provided clear information and the background, especially background information and context. And also another main requirement of prompt engineering skills or prompting skills is iterative refinement of prompts. Actually, it means that step by step, based on the answer we gain from or we receive from models and from chatbots, we have to improve our prompts. And iterative refinement is the process of adjusting prompts based on feedbacks. When we receive answers or information from the model or from a chatbot, if the answer is not based on our requirement or does not match our need, it means that we have to improve our prompt. And also iterative refinement helps optimize prompt design for better responses, helps the model to understand our real need to provide answers and information based on our requirements, and also involves rephrasing, adding context, or correcting instructions. It means that the procedure of iterative refinement includes rephrasing. When we use some kind of languages that may not be understandable for chatbots and large language models, we have to rephrase our words, our wording, and our sentences just to help the model or chatbot to understand our need. And also adding context or background information is very helpful, and correcting instructions. If we give a prompt or input, and we do not receive the real or required information or answer, we have to correct our instructions, and we have to improve our prompt to gain the required information and answer. And also ensures more accurate and efficient task completion over time. Actually, it is not easy even for AI and AI-powered tools, chatbots, and models to do some problematic and challenging tasks just based on one prompt, or just by providing the small level of information and context. That's why we have to improve our prompts and also share more information to complete the task, to help model and chatbot to complete the task easily and step by step. And also iterative refinement is useful in testing and tuning prompts for diverse use cases. Actually, in a specific purpose, we can use iterative refinement to test and fine-tune our prompts, and for the recipient of better information. But in larger scale, we can use iterative refinement for fine-tuning of models and enabling models to learn new things, and also solve some problems, and also provide more accessible abilities for other users in the future through iterative refinement and fine-tuning. Actually, iterative refinement and fine-tuning is one of the main requirements of the improvement of actions and reactions and abilities of models, chatbots, and AI-powered tools and technologies in the field of artificial intelligence AI. And one of another important issues which is essential for providing and receiving helpful and clear information in answers, addressing bias in AI responses. Actually, as I mentioned it, AI-powered tools and technologies, models, and chatbots answer the questions and provide information based on the text and information produced by human beings, and actually based on context, text, and also information that produced in the by the use of natural language by human beings. And actually some biases may occur during task performance by chatbots and large language models. That's why to prevent such biases, we have to pay attention in our prompting procedure, and also when we receive the answers and information, we have to pay attention to reduce the level of bias and also prevent any probable bias in our answers and information when we receive from models and chatbots. Actually, AI models can unintentionally reproduce biased information. As I mentioned, information which provided by human beings, and also large language models established and designed based on the information that produced by human beings, and also, of course, information and context produced by human beings, in some cases may include biases. That's why when chatbots and large language models use such information, it may produce bias as well. That's why we have to pay attention when we use chatbots, large language models, and AI-powered tools and technologies. And we can reduce and prevent biases by mentioning the situation in our prompts to chatbots and large language models, and also refining our prompts and mentioning any particular bias when we receive in our information to help chatbot or large language model to prevent in the particular case for our own usage, and also may help model and chatbot to prevent such biases in the future when other people use such information or such chatbot and large language model. Actually, prompt engineering can help reduce these biases. As I mentioned it, by mentioning the particular bias, or also fine-tuning through the refinement of prompts and also information, we can help the model to be improved to prevent the use of biased information in the future. And also prompts should explicitly ask for neutrality or diversity of perspectives. This means that when we clearly ask in our prompts to the chatbot or large language models to prevent any particular biases and respect neutrality, and also provide respect diversity and provide information based on the needs of all people. In such case, we help, and also we let the model to know the case of the existence of biases, and also such a situation help the model or chatbot to provide more accurate and helpful information. As an example, we can say that present multiple viewpoints on the issue. Actually, when there are different viewpoints from different sides, if in one or two viewpoints there are some biased issues, that not a big issue. But just we focus on the biased points, and also we accept the best answers as a real answer information and share with others. Such kind of things is problematic and may occur negative results and also negative assumptions. That's why we have to focus on the prevention of bias when we use chatbots or also large language models. And as I mentioned it, we have to be responsible for our activities and also for the use of AI-powered tools and technologies. And responsible AI usage involves mitigating bias and outputs. And also we are responsible to use chatbots and models effectively and try to prevent any particular bias and help the model to learn about biases by fine-tuning and also provide helpful and clear prompts to receive helpful and bias-free answers and information to be helpful for ourselves and for others as well. If we try to show prompting in real life through the use of one of the AI-powered tools and softwares, actually we can use any software or any chatbot or any large language model like ChatGPT or other. And now I use Canva, the AI-powered section of Canva to provide an image based on prompting. Actually, I may provide 2 or 3 kinds of prompts in the same case to provide different images and also to compare the images with basic prompt and also prompt with one shot and also prompt with a few shots and also sharing persona and background information. I may ask that provide or create an image of a classroom. Just as a very basic prompt without any particular persona and without any background information, we will see that which kind of image we will receive based on this basic prompt. When we give, it's a general issue, when we provided a very basic prompt without any persona, without any background information or context, Canva AI provided such kind of photos or images from classrooms. Just we can see some students, these are not real characters, just AI produced characters and images. And we can see that this is an image of a classroom. We can see that this classroom, some students, they sit on their chairs and also their tables, books, and some things. But if we want to improve the quality of image and when we want to include more information, we have to improve our prompt, because the model, chatbot or AI-powered technology or software will provide the information. It doesn't matter if text or image or anything based on our prompt. In this prompt, we will add some more information. We will ask the Canva AI that create image of a classroom that includes some students and an active teacher. Here we added some more information, and we asked the model or Canva AI to provide one more character besides the students, which is teacher, and we will see the difference between previous photo and this photo. Here we can see that besides the students, there are teachers. There are a teacher in any classroom, and we say the teachers are active and behave friendly with students. As I asked the as I asked the Canva AI to provide such kind of image, and also there are different. Such photos. There are just students in classroom, and also another. When we say here are some besides students, teachers also in classrooms, and also if we improve more based on our requirements, gradually we will improve our prompts and receive more accurate images or information or text based on our requirement. Here, if we ask more detailed prompt, like create image of a classroom that includes some students, an active teacher, and using their computers to perform particular task. Here we added more information. We asked the Canva AI, or we can ask any AI-powered tools and technologies or models or chatbots information. Here we can see that besides students and their teachers, they are active and they're using computers. Actually, all things are AI produced things and elements, not real things. Here we can see students using their computers and teachers also active and these pictures or images. If we compare the first photos, here are just students in their classes with some chairs, tables, and books. And the second one in classes, besides the students, there are teachers, active teachers who have helpful and friendly actions and reactions with their students. And also in another photo, we see that based on our requirement, this image was provided by Canva AI. Here are the students, teachers, and also with their computers, and they're doing some particular tasks. Actually, here we can see that students, teachers, all focusing on their computers. It means that they are doing some particular tasks. That's why when we want to use AI-powered tools and technologies and large language models and chatbots, we have to use properly, and also we have to learn prompt engineering skills and prompting skills, and provide helpful and clear prompt, and also improve our prompts step by step to receive helpful text and images, and also receive helpful and required information and answers based on our needs, questions, and requirements. Thank you.